What's up, YouTube? So I just got done doing a drop up here in the Palisades. Beautiful house. It was completely burned down. Probably, I want to say, $100 million mansion. Completely gone. I'm going to post a little YouTube short of what it looked like. You know, terrible. It's such a shame to see what happened. It's this beautiful $100 million mansion that was overlooking Santa Monica, Pacific Palisades, and Los Angeles. It had probably one of the best views, in my opinion. Such a beautiful, beautiful little area, or house. Little house, it was a mansion. A $100 million mansion overlooking Los Angeles. It was a spectacular view. Anyways, you know, the other day I had a subscriber ask me how I get into these areas. He was asking if I needed a special pass or something like that, or a permit. And the answer is yes. You do need to have a pass. And I have one. I have a pass from the United States, the Army Corps of Engineering. I got a pass from them. I also have a lot of, I have access to a lot of hospitals throughout Los Angeles. I've got, you know, clearance to go into government facilities, military bases. Let's see, there's another, I've been to Boeing, NASA, or what is it, JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratories. I got access to a lot of places because of what I do for a living and what I did for, you know, in my prior, some of the other jobs that I've done before, delivering gas to hospitals and delivering chemicals throughout Southern California. I have hazmat endorsement, so I have to have background checks and stuff like that, and TSA clearance. You know, I've had FBI background checks and all this stuff. So I have access to a lot of government facilities, hospitals, Jet Propulsion Laboratory, military bases. You know, I get access to a lot of places. So yes, you do have to have a special pass. And special access to a lot of these facilities. So I'm here in the Palisades right now. Maybe a little tight. This is right here off of Sunset. It's gonna get pretty tight right here. You're starting to see a little bit of the debris removal, which is good. You know, the other day I was talking to one of these army guys that was excavating. I asked him how long he thought it was going to take to rebuild the Palisades. And he was talking about how he thinks it's going to be 2 years just to remove debris. Just debris removal. You know, we're talking about thousands of structures. Come on, guys, I gotta go. We're talking about thousands of structures. We're talking about schools. We're talking about houses on the beach. all the steel and all the hazardous material needs to get separated. We got a lot of problems. A lot. This guy was saying he thinks it's going to take a couple of years just to remove debris. Is this guy going to let me through or not? It's so hard to work in these areas now. Such a shame. It's like every single house in these neighborhoods is just going everything. Just block after block after block. So that really makes you think, 2 years of debris removal. What's going to happen to real estate prices in the Palisades? There really isn't any demand for housing right now as it is. You've got mortgage rates at 7 to 8%, depending on 7 to 8% mortgage rates, depending on where you're or what your credit is. And now you know for a fact that the unemployment rate in the Palisades is going to go up. Businesses are, the bankruptcy rate's going to go up. Unemployment rate's going to go up. The homeless rate's going to go up. You got a lot of things going to go up that aren't good, It's going to be a rough couple of years, that's for sure. All of these little businesses and the shopping centers to the left, there's a good chance that they go under. I've also heard that the EPA is refusing to remove hazardous material from some of these houses near the coastline, or if they're up in the hills, because they're afraid that the foundations are going to give way. The foundation is going to collapse on them. So they're refusing to go in there and clean up, Just making it more difficult and it'll only further delay the process when you think about it. Can I go through there or no? No? Okay. It's really hard to get to some of these jobs too, because half of the roads are open and half of the roads aren't. It's kind of like a little maze that you gotta go through. Such a shame. Apparently, one of the landfills in Calabasas is like, they're trying to refuse taking all the debris because they don't want this stuff in their neighborhood. And I don't really blame them, to be honest with you. So that will only further delay the rebuilding process as well. About it, if you're a potential home buyer, would you want to buy a lot here, you know, and wait 2 years just to get all of this debris removed? And in the meantime, there's signs up here on the right that says do not drink the water. Just to remove debris. In a high interest rate environment where demand for housing is non-existent. Apparently they're going to be dumping a bunch of stuff over here in Temescal Canyon as well. Where they're going to put it. Oh, they're probably going to put everything right here at the school. Just dump everything at the school, and then, yeah, that's why you got all these dump trucks here on the right. Oh my God, I can't get out. Like, that's why. Okay. That's why he was there. I was wondering what was going on. No, I gotta go to the Pacific Coast Highway.
I don't think you go through here.
You can't go through here anymore? No. Okay, all right, I'll back up.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It's so difficult now to work. Try to go down Chautauqua. It's such a challenge. It really is. And they don't make it very obvious, like where you can and can't go, because, and it's not that you don't have access or anything like that. It's just some of the roads are completely blocked off because they're filled with debris, or they have, you know, a bunch of semi trucks in there. I gotta go. Right down Chautauqua. So many roads you can get to PCH from without going super far out of the way. They don't make it exactly obvious where you can and can't go, what roads are completely blocked off and not. Such a shame. It really is. I wonder what all these people are going to do. You know, all of these thousands of people who, you know, lived in these homes, where they're going to go and what they're going to do. And Jesus. It's freaking unbelievable. I never thought, even if like, you know, maybe a couple hundred houses burned, but Jesus Christ, this is just thousands and thousands of houses, every single one just gone. And it makes you wonder, like, why hasn't Gavin Newsom, you know, been fired, and Karen Bass, like, they need to be fired for their, you know, failures. Karen Bass, actually, I heard that she fired the fire chief as if it was like her problem. It was her fault. She didn't get this taken care of. Like, that's crazy. Karen Bass needs to get fired. Hopefully this is really going to be an opportunity for, you know, people in California to really wake up and see that the way, you know, our politics is not good. Like, we're not going in the right direction, and the people running the state and who are in control aren't doing a very good job. You know, they're not allocating funds appropriately. They're cutting money for the fire department. Like, what are you doing? Cutting the police force, cutting the fire department, not having enough infrastructure. Like, you don't have water in the fire department, in the fire hydrants. Like, it's pathetic. Just pathetic. There's so many houses up here on the right-hand side that I would deliver to, and they're all gone. Every one of them is gone. What a mess. This whole street used to have bumper-to-bumper traffic in the morning. Not anymore. How many people are going to leave, man? And they just don't want to deal with this. They'll just pay off their mortgage, collect the insurance money, and just get out of here. I think a lot more people are going to leave than we originally think. See, now that I'm on here on the Pacific Coast Highway, I got a couple of drops coming up. God, it was pretty hard to get in to the highway. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of some of the residential areas through the Palisades. Show you how devastating it really is. It's such a shame. All right, guys. Until next time. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.